Good morning, everybody. I I'm so tired. I like in a barely functioning kind of way for what appears to be no reason at all. Good morning, everybody. How are you doing? How are we feeling? It's Saturday. There were fireworks going off last night for some reason. No particular occasion that I can discern. So we may never know why. Yeah, no. So Mochi, poor thing. He genetically he's just really predisposed to shit teeth and reabsorption, gingivitis, periodontal disease, that kind of thing. And it's been an issue with him since he was a kitten, which is long before I adopted him. It's just his mouth just hates teeth. We don't really know why. And every year, for the last couple of years, he's had anywhere between like 5 to 7 teeth removed. Um, and he had his teeth cleaning appointment a couple days ago, and lost fewer teeth than normal, but did come home to us with less teeth in his mouth than would be regular. So he is not feeled good. He's hiding. He's sulking. The a side effect of some of like the pain relief medication they gave him is that it dilates his eyes. So he's walking around like looking absurd. Like his eyes are just black pits, but because it's dilated his pupils, he's very sensitive to light. So he's been hiding in corners and like with his face down on the ground. It's really sad. So yeah, poor thing. He's being a real champ, but he's not happy. And the first couple of days, he didn't really eat anything, which was very nerve wracking for. Yeah, and Mochi does this thing where his mouth is just like kind of open a lot of the time. So most cats, it's like mouth closed, but Mochi's just kind of like. So he's walking around like looking really ridiculous, just absolutely like, that if I knew he didn't feel well, I'd be mocking him, but I know he does not feel great. I also don't feel great, so Mochi and I are big solid. I'm just tired. I don't know why I'm tired. I've been drinking so much coffee. I've been getting a lot of sleep. It's just a real sleepy day. So I don't however much gaming is left to us in God of War is how long we're going to stream for today. I think we'll probably finish the game around 3 or 3:30, which is just about the usual time. Or if we don't finish the game, then certainly I feel like that's when we could wrap up like a post-game discussion. I'd rather not stream for like 6 hours straight. So if we hit 3:30 and it's like Crow, you've got 4 hours of gameplay left because you've been yapping. You've not been locked in. Let me know and we'll just stop and we'll actually finish the game tomorrow. I wore the Greek pottery shirt today. Felt appropriate. It washed and then shrank diagonally, which is kind of a bummer to me, but that's okay. um, EP Bird, Zonked Cat, everyone's feeling it. I don't know whether it's like weather related because it's very hot during the day and then very cool at night. I don't know. I don't like the heat. So I don't really know what could be contributing to it. Trying to think, do I have any announcements? If we actually finish the game today, I don't know what we're doing tomorrow. Don't ask me. Maybe we do Alien Isolation. Maybe we do Silent Hill 2 remake.
Sorry,
Maybe.
I'm still not sure about that.
Okay, Siri. I don't know if any of you heard that bitch just chime in. Sorry, I'm still not sure about that. It's like, okay, you're hating on Silent Hill, I see. Or we just might take tomorrow off. I'll be honest, I'm feeling a little stretched thin, especially with Mochi's surgery and having to work off site for 2 weeks. So I'm commuting substantially between locations, especially on the weekends, just to be here to stream. And I'm kind of. Sorry, wait, you're fucking. I'm sorry. Hang on. Helen, Bloober team? I'm sorry. Is the development team behind Silent Hill 2 remake called Bloober? You're fucking with me. They're fucking with me. This is an elaborate in-joke. Everyone is on but me. I don't believe you. Bloober? Bullshit. Can you imagine fucking... I want to start a game company. What do you want to call it? Flumpus Truck. Is there a story as to how they came up with the Bloober? I got nothing. Flumpus. Yeah, y'all heard it here first. If I ever start a game company, we're gonna call it Flumpus Truck. Yeah. I named my company Flumpus Truck. No, well, it's tough too, Entrots. Because it's like, I am aware of when I need a vacation, but I am also aware of the repercussions of taking a vacation from the constant content creation grind that capitalism demands of us these days. So it's like, what's the lesser of two evils? Fighting through the stress or taking a break and then feeling a different kind of stress. It's a little unclear. I hate my hair right now. If I come back next week and I bought a wig, don't say anything about it. It's like, it's too long, but it's not long enough. And my bangs are, yeah, if I come back with a wig, we're not going to say. Like, I think positive about it? Maybe. I don't know. It'll be 6 months until it hits my collarbones. And that's so many months away. Am I just supposed to feel bad for 6 months? Outrageous. Absurd. You know, Helen, you are correct. But I'm really fighting to get... Okay, so I see the webcam is lagging already. Why do you lag? Why do you do this? OBS, why do you take up 90% of my GPU? Whatever. What if all of... Well, so here's the thing. It's a trick. It's an illusion. You're all being deceived. The headphones make it look way better than it actually does. It'll look good when it actually hits here, but I have to make it through that time feeling like until it happens. So I also I woke up, my eyes were really dry, so we're wearing glasses that are like 5 to 6 years old because I broke my glasses, and they were already like 4 to 5 years old. Oh fuck, that means these are like 7 years old. So my vision's not great today, but I didn't want to put my contacts in. I need to get new glasses. We'll put it on the list. On the list. It's all on the list. The list has, don't ask how long things have been on the list, but make everyone else think it's fine. But it's, oh, absolutely. It's never fine. It's always not fine. Eternally in a state of being the opposite of what fine is. That's correct. Yeah, I feel like it'll be okay. I'm willing to roll the dice. I'm also willing to get us into the game pretty quickly since I don't know how much game remains to us. And honestly, like, the more progress we make or the sooner we whap. I said whap. The sooner we wrap up, the sooner I can maybe take a nap or something. You know what? See, it's 2 hours if you're locked in and that's all you're doing. So I think it's probably like 3.5 streamer time. That's my assumption, but I'm just going to take us in. God of War. That's what we're doing. Bonk. No, but like there's a big difference. Lock in is like if you're doing nothing but playing the game with 100% of your full attention. I'm joking around. There is no world where I make as much progress in the same amount of time on stream as I would if I were playing this with a straight face, no communications, in my room in the dark by myself. You already... No way. No way. There's gotta be more. We're inside a snake. We haven't found Kid Rock. I feel like last time we saw him, he was in hell. So unless he's also eaten by the snake, that should be the last time we see him. I have to think now. And this is, we crapped out here last time. And I went through and I made some adjustments. I updated our drivers for the graphics card. I went into OBS and changed a couple of settings to hopefully prevent that kind of disconnection in the future. It'll be interesting to see if that actually made a difference. I would really like to believe that it did. But obviously I will be relying a lot on y'all's perspectives to let me know how things sound and look and feel. And hopefully, you know, we don't crap out again. If it walks like a duck, looks like a duck, and sounds like a duck, it's a duck. Like, am I allowed to walk in this, or will I take, like, persistent acid damage over time? Okay. I guess we're gonna get back in the boat. Can I, like, dock somewhere? Ah, maybe right up here. I feel like the snake would be happier if he didn't eat all of this indigestible matter. Now, Mochi finds this really compelling, right? Mochi thinks Jormungandr is a creature to look up to. I disagree.
Over there!
How many times do we think I can spin this? Oh, nice! And I
didn't say where we could reach it.
Oh. I bet we can jump onto it. Well, that's assuming this is actually where it needs to be in the first place, and that may not be correct. Hang on. I'm just gonna put it...
Freeze it there and we're good.
Listen, Atreus! Daddy's working. God, your 10-year-old son finds out he's a deity, and suddenly they think they know everything. Yeah, no backseating, Atreus. Mods. I don't actually know how to get over there, though. He's like, put it where we can reach it. And I'm like, that's nice. No. Creature? Lizard! There's a lizard in the snake stomach. I'm not gonna lie, lizard in the snake stomach goes pretty hard for a band name. I don't suppose I can cut this down. Probably not. Right? I would assume no. How am I supposed to get up there? I'm not supposed to get back in the boat, am I? I do appreciate that my son, like, tenderly takes Mimir's head from me. Whenever we do nonsense like this. Okay, so... maybe we do need to go back for some reason. Maybe it's like a platforming thing? It didn't seem to be, but I also didn't see anything I could interact with otherwise, so... It felt like we should have been able to shimmy up the rope. But it's definitely just these two docks. So... right, well, we already opened that. And we can't... okay. No, I guess we do actually have to go... I read that in his voice. I do not shimmy. Of course, that was a paltry impression of, who's the voice performer? It's Chris... Judge? It's Christopher Judge. Yes, I was there. I was on it. I was right. But I don't really know how to get up. I don't suppose the snake wants to offer me some feedback. Yeah, and I can't
There's
walk.
something over there.
But I already did that, son! That puzzle's already been finished, son!
Why?
I don't know. Maybe I can break the... Don't say why. Yeah, and I can't cut that. So... What do they expect me to do? I'm not smart enough for puzzle games. Maybe we shouldn't play Silent Hill 2. I don't think that's... Heaven's Door, what am I missing? Because I see absolutely no way to navigate a different area beyond where I am right now, and do not at all see how to get to where the platform is. So unless I am like really environmentally blind, punch. There's some debris you can break to climb up. Okay. Oh, hey! All right, much better. I think under different lighting conditions, I probably would have found that myself because I am pretty naturally destructive. But there's so much trash in here. It didn't occur to me that it was breakable. I thought
Maybe
it was...
if that was closer.
Fuck off, Mimir. They're like, you didn't do that puzzle right. That was not... No, we're not gonna talk about my accent game today because it's not good. Oh, wrong one. Okay, one more time. One more time. Yes. Yeah, it's hard to tell. Oh, thank you, Unshots. You're very sweet. Jump! And now we can ride the platform.
Any idea where Odin hid your eye?
No, it's not like I can still see through it.
But we know it's in here, right? I'd really like to know if I could get to that chest. Maybe we drop down? Oh, just kidding. We went up. Listen, whatever path leads to us getting loot is a path that I'm happy to take. Is that the eye?
Yep, that's an eye.
Maybe you should stick that in my head for safekeeping. Gently now, gently.
Well, that wasn't hard to find at all.
Thank you, brother. You don't miss depth until it's gone.
I keep waiting for Odin to roll up like, hey, what are you doing? You stop what you're doing. Oh, you cut that, but we haven't seen it. Yeah, didn't even like give it a polish or anything. No drivers to update, it just works. Wow, when we just leave, we just go back? That's it? I kind of thought there'd be like a whole thing inside the snake, I won't lie. You're not gonna let me go back to... Am I just supposed to jump? Oh, I bet we go down this way, actually. Ah, we take the rope. It's so nice to be in an area without enemies. Like, no Draugr to jump me. No revenants
How's it
to
feel,
cackle.
Well, I wouldn't say I'm feeling whole again, but it's a right improvement.
The Bifrost is intact.
It'll serve.
Then we have all we need.
Finally, we're going to Jotunheim. There's no stopping us now.
Well,
Laddie, have you ever heard the term tempting fate?
Fate is another lie told,
Told by the gods, yes, of course. You really are your father's son, you know.
I think he's probably onto something, though, because we have been saying over and over again for the better part of like 40 hours, 50 hours, we're going to Jotunheim. And it's like, we were going to Jotunheim, then there was no gate. And we were going to Jotunheim, and then, like, my kid got sick. And then we were going to Jotunheim, and then we had to get a key, and then we were going to Jotunheim, and then Kid Rock came and fucked up my portal, and my kid shot me in the chest. And then we were going to Jotunheim, and now we're in a snake. So, you know, I just feel like there's probably at least one other obstacle. Yeah, God of War detour. God of War immigration. God of War bureaucracy.
So how do we get back out?
We signaled them. Hold on!
What's going on? Well, that was mildly terrifying. Maybe our presence is upsetting Jormungandr's belly.
He's
No.
okay, right?
Something is wrong.
No! If Kid Rock is fucking with this snake, I'll be so mad.
What's happening to him?
Nothing good. Glad that's over.
Is he getting hit? What is that?
We must hurry.
Couldn't agree more, brother.
If something bad happens to the snake, this is a bad game, actually. I take it back. I rescind all of my praise.
Hold tight and watch your balance.
The board shifting! I'm gonna...
I have you.
That's right, he's just ahead. Very sinkable. This doesn't seem great.
Boy? Boy!
I'm good.
But what
I'm
about
getting kinda
the
used to this.
snake? I'm
What
frowning.
happened to him? Something we did?
No. Something else. A dead giant. Why would the serpent leave us here?
Look!
Is that a normal bird or a shape-shifting bird? Ah, it's the woman! But snake!
We can still trust her. Right?
Until we know for certain, keep a distance.
The world's serpent. What's happened here?
We hoped you would know.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping you would
You
tell
are
me.
far from home.
I'm looking for my son. The two of you. You helped me see things more clearly.
You do not know where he is then.
We're gonna kill him, so...
But the woods and fields speak his name. I know he walks here in Midgard.
When did you see him last?
Long ago. Before you were even born. Why are you standing so far from me? What's wrong? Something's happened.
There!
Uh-oh. He's just dude, aren't you? Oh, he doesn't feel. That's right.
I had a feeling that hurting the big snake would bring the two of you out in the open. Do you have any idea at all, what you have cost me?
Kid Rock, you don't make any sense. Kid Rock, go home. You're drunk.
My boy.
You've been on some questionable podcasts, Kid Rock. Sounds so much like Peter Stormare.
Mother.
I'm here. Don't run away.
Oh, I'm not going anywhere, Mother.
I don't
know
like
that you're still
the way he
angry.
said that.
I know that how you feel hasn't changed, but I want you...
How I feel? How I feel? I've spent the last 100
kinda worried he's gonna
years
hurt her.
dreaming of this moment. I rehearsed everything I ever wanted to say to you, every word, to make you understand exactly what you stole from me. But now, I realize I don't need you to understand anything. I don't need you at all.
No, back off, Kratos. This has nothing to do...
Oh no.
This
We're
path you
involved.
walk, vengeance, you will find no peace. I know.
But no one ever listens to us.
You... I'll deal with you later. But family first.
I don't like this. Yeah! Yes!
This again?
This again, baby! Let's go! Whoa! Well, I mean, listen, the horns in the background of that music track were really dire, and it seemed like you were gonna get hurt, so.
Listen to me, both of you! I won't hurt you, but you must stop!
That's sick, actually! Oh, so he breaks. I was like, what happens if I just don't break free? And it's like, am I supposed to block that? Oh, I don't really want to block that.
I said Boulder! Son, stop! Please! We can fix it!
You might want to turn away, boy. This won't be pretty.
Well, he's been looking at you all game,
No,
so.
boy.
Fine.
Stop! No! Atreus! You're bleeding. Breathe, boy. Breathe!
Not my blood.
What is
Holy shit. Oh, what?
I can feel this.
How does this work?
I can feel everything.
He's vulnerable now?
Huh? Huh?
You will not do this!
Did she animate the dead giant?
What's going on? Is Freya trying to kill us?
No. Do you hear the wind? We are moving.
That arrow. Baldur punched the mistletoe?
In the quiver strap.
How did that
yes.
work? Yeah.
Mistletoe harmed him.
Freya said it was wicked.
He's more than harmed. The spell is broken.
He can be killed.
I'm certain of it. It's all coming back now.
Now he remembers.
So we're in the giant's cave.
She's controlling that thing?
Stay out of it! I can reason with him!
No, woman! You cannot! He means to kill you!
You can't stop me!
Oh, we can kill you now, buddy.
Where is he?
I don't care if he kills me! I will protect him! I will not let him die!
You should care, actually.
This will all be over soon.
There!
What?
You will stop this! Now!
This is so sick. Oh my god. Whoa! Whoa, okay. Fucking Baldur on ice status.
So rewarding now.
Hey, I learned how to block. It's the last fight of the game, probably, but that's fine.
I feel freezing.
Stop hurting my boy!
I mean, your boy's trying to hurt my boy, so, like, if this is a boy off, I regret to inform you. cold, that means I have to use the chains. Oh, that was sick. What a sick transition. Get out, woman. Get me out of your plants. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Whoa! Now, I'm aware that I can deflect projectiles, but I haven't really mastered how to do that, and I'm not about to start learning something different than punch, punch, punch. So... Why is he blue? Oh, it's just because of the cold? I haven't gotten any like slow dodges off in a while. I wonder if I took that. I bet I removed that talisman for something else to try and get us closer to level 7. Oh, that was sick. My kid put an arrow in his face. That was awesome. Listen, I'm just trying to pick up a health potion. You want to let me? Whoops. Yeah, I think we took it off. Yeah, quit doing projectile stuff, coward. Fight me with your bare hands, not these snowballs. Listen, it's not my fault your kid's such a piece of shit. Whoopsies. We gotta go.
Boy! Crystal! Atreus! Atreus!
I'm up here. I'm okay.
I'm doing wonderful. I've never felt so alive.
Stop this!
I wonder why Frey wants him to survive so badly. Well, uh-oh, hang on. You know what? I hate ads. Get these ads off my field. In the mythology, Oh no! Wait a minute! No! Hey! Oh shit! I just wasted my entire rage bar. I didn't get anything cool done. I'm on fire. That's a bit of a problem, isn't it? Quit sliding at me. You think you're so, yeah. So I think probably she doesn't want him to, because I don't really remember my Norse mythology, but now that I think about it, I'm wondering if maybe Baldur's death is connected to something really bad happening in Norse mythology. Probably thinks he's Sonic. He's trying.
Killing you is going to feel so rewarding now.
Oh, I hate having ads on the field. Wow, we are like shredding him though. That's gotta hurt. All right. You know, if she knows something, this would be a great time to tell us.
Stay away from my son!
Your son's a piece of shit!
There!
Stop him!
What an incredible arena for this fight, though. On the giant's body.
Enough pain!
Shut up, mother!
Can I do something? I can. I was like, can I do something about this, or do I just have to fucking sit here and take it? The answer is a little bit of both, but I'm not super good at this, so we'll probably just end up sitting here and taking it for a while. It took listen, the game took its time to remind me that I could block during this sequence. I thought it was a cutscene. I didn't think I could control myself. Being able to play as Atreus in this sequence is also incredibly cool. They've done a really great job showcasing all the best parts of this game's combat system. This must suck for her so bad, though, to watch this happen.
Before you die, I want to thank you. Both of you. You've done what even the Allfather himself could not. I've never felt more alive.
Yeah, you're not gonna feel alive a whole lot longer, buddy. Let's go! I'm gonna beat you to death with my bare hands! Cause I'm built different, skill issue. I'm big, you're small, I'm regular colored, you're blue, like... Okay, he does get a little slippy and slidey, which makes him hard to hit, but... Man, now the game's making me block, though, and I don't like that. I don't want to block.
You think you can beat me?
Yeah! Yeah, I do. The pain in her delivery is incredible. I feel like she hasn't had a lot of opportunities to shine, but she is killing this performance. Man, the game really wants me to block. I don't want to block. I only want to dodge. Okay, so he's on fire now, so I need my axe. How do I bring my axe back out? Haha! Axe? No, chain. Where's my axe? Dude, stop fucking shooting shit at me and let me bring out the right weapon. Haha! It was somewhere else. I left it behind somewhere. Her begging my son is really raw, actually. Okay, so back to chains. Oh, I thought I could just walk out of the AoE. That's on me. Well, can you, like, you know, you've got all that fancy magic. Can you just, like, cast a sleep spell then or something? Because this is not tenable. I can't stop because he won't stop.
All of you! You must stop!
hate enemies that do that. Those like really long range attacks. Alright, I'm just gonna take this and now I'm gonna leave. Where are you? Okay. Whoop. And then he's gonna do that one more time. Whoop. And aim my axe out, which is here. Okay, we're good. We're not good. I went in on a red attack and that was bad. I can't believe that hit me! That was fucking sick as hell, man. Oh, fucking let's get him! I wondered if she would say something if I hesitated, but...
Look! I have an idea!
Yeah?
Why?
Did he just call the serpent? Snake is okay! Yeah! This is a good game!
Come on! Do it! Do it!
Stop. Please.
He's beaten Father. Not a threat.
Oh, fuck. That's the same thing we had told him about Modi.
You will not touch her.
I don't need your protection.
You do. Because he's unhinged, and he's probably going to try and stab us in the back or something if we walk away. I know this ain't the moment. She looks really good down in the snow like that. Like, I shouldn't acknowledge it, but I can't not acknowledge it.
Help yourself. Can you, Mother? No matter what I do or say, you won't stop interfering in my life.
I was just trying to protect you. I've made mistakes. I know. But you're free now. You have what you want. Try to find forgiveness. We can build something new.
No.
Kratos?
We can't.
You want to intervene here, my guy?
Because I will never forgive. You still need to pay for the lifetime that you stole from me.
I have paid. I have paid. But if that alone will make you whole, if seeing me dead will make things right, I won't stop you.
I know.
I really don't like where I think this is going.
What? No, Father!
Hey, Kratos! Hey, buddy!
Why do you even care? You could have walked away.
The Cygolians here must be better than this.
line was crazy.
No, 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 my boy! My dear sweet boy!
Freya. He chose this.
I will rain down every agony, every violation imaginable upon you. I will parade your cold body from every corner of every realm and feed your soul to the vilest filth in hell. That is my promise.
He saved your life.
He robbed me of everything. Everything. You were just an animal. Passing on your cruelty and rage, you will never change.
And you do not know me.
Yeah, I think we've already demonstrated
I
that's
know
not
enough.
true.
Does he?
Boy. Listen close. I'm from a land called Sparta. I made a deal with the god that cost me my soul. I killed many who were deserving. And many who were not. I killed my father.
That was your father in hell. Is this what it is to be a god? Is this how it always ends? Sons killing their mothers? Their fathers?
No. We will be the gods we choose to be. Not those who have been.
This is a really good game.
Who I was is not who you be. We must be better.
So much of their budget in the second half of this game went to her.
Well, guess we're the bad guys now.
In her eyes, yes. But she could never make that choice. We should finish this journey while I still have strength.
Oh my god, am I?
I don't understand. I know saving her was the right thing. She seemed all evil at the end.
Not evil. You killed her son, lad. Her son. The death of a child is not something a parent gets over easily.
But he was gonna kill her.
She would have died to see him live. Only a parent can understand.
Maybe.
So you'd let me kill you?
If it meant you would live. Yes.
Look, there was no easy choice. For anybody, brother. But I think we can all agree you did the right thing. The world's a better place with Freya in it.
Yeah.
Just
Baldur was
time,
awful.
lads. She'll come around.
I do
Back
agree
to Tyr's temple
that
then.
she will.
One last time.
Or I hope that she will.
Jotunheim awaits.
Anyway, just because, you know, the grief and the rage,
Why
it's
did
all
Baldur
very
say we
fresh.
Odin must have convinced him that following you to Jotunheim would bring his cure. Lies, I'm sure.
Why did Mistletoe break
Well,
the
he
spell?
did get the cure by
Vanir
following
magic
us.
is powerful, but its rules are slippery and elusive. I'm sure it makes sense if you're a witch. Oh, but it's also bloody tragic. Baldur was the greatest gift Odin granted Freya. The one thing she treasured from their marriage. She only hoped to spare him pain and spare herself loss. But such impulses can lead good parents to make terribly stupid decisions.
Oh my god, that was incredible. That was such a brilliant display
Mimir, you never told me what happened with the stonemason's son.
of the game's various
Hrimthur,
strengths
son of
coming
thunder.
together.
After completing his father's masterwork, the Great Wall of Jotunheim, he thought of nothing but making the Aesir pay for their crimes against
I'm gonna
the
let
giants.
Mimir finish his story, but I'm not done
Once he longed
talking
to
or thinking
fight
about
Thor,
this.
But tragedy had brought wisdom to Hrimthur, and he observed that Asgard's walls were half built and shoddy, for no Aesir god could be bothered with such tiresome labor. So Hrimthur adopted the guise of an ordinary man and made the Aesir an offer. He would build them majestic new walls, and if he couldn't build them within 2 turns of the season, they would owe him nothing for his labors. And if he succeeded, he asked only for an audience with the goddess Freya. Odin agreed, knowing the task was impossible, but intrigued by the stranger. Hrimthur made short work of it, of
his
course.
story
He had
time
the
is
benefit of his
completely
father's
mesmerizing,
training
always.
and the aid of a magical stallion for fetching stones. Odin was not happy to find himself on the losing end of the wager, but he seemed to uphold his end of the bargain. Freya was sent to meet the mason, and to her surprise, he wanted only to whisper something in her ear.
Come here, little mama. Let me
That being done,
whisper in
he
your
made
ear.
his way out of Asgard. And when he found Thor awaiting him at the gates of Midgard, he knew he had been double-crossed. But he didn't care, because his plan was complete.
It was? What did he say to Freya?
I'm gonna let him
Only she
finish
could say
before
for
I
certain, but
dock.
I've had many moons to work it out. Hrimthur knew that Freya loathed the Aesir, despite her marriage to Odin, and I believe he gave her the secret to Asgard's defenses. Some weakness he may have built in, structural or magical, which I expect will be exploited come Ragnarok when Surtur arrives to burn Asgard to ash, if not sooner.
Okay. I can't so much about that combat sequence we just experienced. The way that it showcased everything we've come to learn and use in the game, the switching of the weapons, how it really encouraged me to use the shield, and I actually did kind of at some points, even though I'm like vehemently anti-shield. The way that Atreus has evolved in combat from the start of the game to now coming into himself, coming into independence and confidence and skill, the dynamics at play between us protecting our son first and foremost, and also exploring this newfound like loyalty to Freya and Kratos' own like very personal grief and trauma over knowing how she feels, because he feels it as a parent, and then Baldur framed as just like completely unhinged. Like, can there be redemption for a character that's like, probably not, he's a little too far gone. And Kratos acknowledging that even if Atreus were in the same position, he would respond exactly the way that Freya did. The set piece of the battle on the giant's corpse moving, like, and as she's controlling it, absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. And we give him that choice. We lay it out exactly. Hey, like, you gotta be different than this. We all have to be different, actually. If you do this, we're going to kill you. And he's just like, and he does it anyway, like, to give him the agency to make that call. And Freya's totally accepting of it. And Kratos can't even pass judgment on her, because if he were in that position, he'd do the same thing. So well done. Her grief, her rage, and then we see it too, that spark of vengeance that we have been exploring, and the consequences of it, and the path that we have cautioned Atreus against, and the path that we have cautioned Baldur against now. Like, we can see a hint of Freya starting down that path herself now in the aftermath of what's happened. I think it's so well done. So well written and orchestrated, and she was an absolute showstopper in performance. The emotion in her delivery, the way that the animators approached like her physical responses to what was going on, how red her face got, the way her makeup smeared as she started to cry, everything about this was 10/10. This was exceptional. This was exceptional. The cycle stops here. Hello? Oh my god, my chest hurts. My chest, and finally, after all of that, like, Kratos revealing the secrets that he's been sitting on, and Atreus, like, who had been formerly, like, so fantastically romanticizing the idea of being a god, right? In that very, like, naive way, like, I have power, what can I do with it? Only to realize that what power brings is just ruin. It's like, is this all there is? Incredible! Incredible! This was such a good payoff. Great intro to the fidelity. I've never played a game like this. And obviously I haven't, right? I do a lot of Souls-like titles. I've done almost FromSoft games almost exclusively for the better part of 2 years. How incredible. How incredible. Can we put this fish in the water, please? Like, he's just sitting here flopping real sadly. Where's my snake? I don't see my snake. Maybe we'll see Snake when we get up there, because Snake's cool, right? I wonder if I mean, because I feel like we should be able to see him again. Okay, actually, yeah, you know what I'm gonna do before we go through I'm gonna take a break. Yeah, I'm gonna take a break, and I'm gonna think. I'm gonna pace, and I might have more things to contribute, but I do want a couple of minutes to just, like, process everything that we saw, because that was exceptional. That was absolutely exceptional. Yeah. I want a couple of minutes to myself just to think. So I'll put up the music, and we'll be back in, like, 3.5 minutes when the song is over. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'll be back. Okay. I'm back. I don't necessarily want to say that we're good, but we got up, we thought, we paced. I put on some lip gloss. That was incredible. I also really liked something that I really enjoyed. I liked that how do I want to say this? What are the words I want to choose for this? I appreciated a lot that the battle itself was the spectacle, and the finality of it was otherwise, like, approached very simply. I think that speaks a lot to emphasizing, like, why do we keep doing this? Why does this keep happening? I thought that was really well done. Another day, but it's not. But it so clearly isn't. That's the thing, especially, like, his connection to his son at the end when he discloses everything, him pushing past those roadblocks remaining to, like, a healthy relationship with him and Atreus, as well as, quite frankly, like, him having a healthy relationship with his own self, because I feel very strongly like so much of why Kratos can't connect with his son is not just because he either doesn't know or suspects how his son will react if he knew, but because he himself has a hard time processing and accepting what he has done. Like, the extent of what the responsibility laying solely at his feet for what has happened in so many different ways. I feel like he himself goes back and forth as to whether or not he is deserving of a relationship with his son, because if he is deserving of a relationship with anyone because of it. And I think that it's really interesting to see those two conflicts reach an apex. Yeah, and it's where they intersect is where closure starts to happen. It's like you open yourself up to somebody else while like the things that make you vote. I don't know. I'm losing my ability to talk about it intelligently. It's really hard when you try to discuss complex topics without the ability to like write down your feelings beforehand. When it's just all coming out of you, it's hard to plan where you want that path to go. And it's more difficult for me because I am a writer. I like to put my thoughts in writing. I like the ability to like make sure that I've chosen like just the right words, which is a convenience and a luxury that is lost to you when it's all just coming out of you live. But I think you all know what I mean. I hope so. I really, the emotional payoff was absolutely tremendous. Where is my son? Okay, he's hanging. He's chilling. Where am I going? Am I going through here? Yeah, okay, yes, because we're going back to the teleportation room. I know that's not what it's called, but... And something that I really like, the various characters in the game whose relationships are in segments and fractures, right? I like the way that the game approaches that, like, bonds can be reforged, but not all of them, right? Like, we see the Dwarf Brothers who have been able to overcome their differences, although we're never really given the extent of what that is. Good. And thank you for the follow. Welcome to the community. And we see our relationship with our son, obviously, which has so many moments of give and take and almost and not quite and kind of and triumph and failure. Like, it's a delicate balance. And so, and I mean with like Magni and Modi, right? I forget which one we killed first, but the survivor, the one Atreus ultimately like kicks into the void, is like, yeah, told my dad what happened. Do you want to know what he said? He blamed me. He said it was my fault. The idea that some things can be fixed and some things cannot be, and that is the tragedy. Especially when you apply it to like the relationship between like Freya and Balder, I think is really satisfying. It's very realistic. Yeah, it's very realistic. We have ultimately we've done everything we can and all that we could. And ultimately there are some areas where that won't be enough. And that's true for all of the characters in the game. And I think that that's very poignant. Can I talk to them? No, I can only upgrade, but I don't want to upgrade. I want to talk.
So what'd you find out there?
Well, we killed a guy.
Whatever.
Okay. I literally could not have planned that better if I fucking tried. Yeah, we're gonna clip that. That was really good. I barked like a fucking seal. Did you guys hear the sound that came out of my mouth? Walrus. I went walrus mode. I bellowed. That was a bellow. Okay. I'm good. Oh my god, I'm good. I got tears in my eyes. I'm good. I really needed that. That was really funny. Okay. I wish we could talk to them. I'm sad that we can't, but it's fine. I would have liked for them to have had something to say. But we can't have that.
I can't believe we're gonna see the giant.
Well, let's not be too hasty, son. Yeah, there's Odin is still mulling about, and there's probably, Freya's mad at us. There's probably at least something, like one other complication to our plan,
Go ahead
right?
and lock in Jotunheim and we'll be on our way.
I don't believe you. I don't believe that we're actually gonna go to Jotunheim. Yeah, to be fair, if I were Odin and I had a bunch of birds, I would also be focused on birds. Yeah, literally, I killed a guy. Whatever. And then I swear, he like looked at us for a couple seconds and then he went like, what? And he just walked back to his bench. I actually forgot that we had the Crummy Soy and Crummy Jack emotes. It's really nice to see them used. Okay. Now someone's gonna pop out and prevent us from going.
Boy, the head.
The head!
Oh, right. Got him.
I like how he's not
Let's hope
head,
this doesn't cause
he's
you to
the
explode or
head now.
anything.
Oh, hadn't considered that. Maybe we should talk about this a bit more.
Nah, I'm sure he'll be fine. Ready?
That's unpleasant!
Now, boy.
This music is breathtaking.
We must be close.
Well, what are we waiting for? Think it's far?
We will see.
These colors are so
A
incredible.
word, please, before we continue. Listen, the last thing you two need up there's a decomposing heat ruining the moment. Why don't I wait for you here? This is between you and the boy.
True. But if someone were to
My
fight...
lady sips soft, perfect sloshers. You done did it.
Sorry. We had to see this.
I tried to talk to you earlier! You said whatever!
Oh, no. No, 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 no. Ah, fine, damn it. Fine!
Watch the head till we return.
I can do this. No,
Sindri,
no,
will
I
you
can't.
just give... Thank you.
Okay.
Ready. Come.
But we have to find... Brock, that sounds so sinister! Like, what does that mean? I don't know what I expected Jotunheim to look like, but like all of this gold was not it. Oh, I thought it was a loading screen. I had to keep walking forward.
Look! We're on the giant's fingers. I can see the highest peak ahead. Right over there. We did it.
Listen, I'm not used to games that handle this way.
We did.
I think we should let Atreus carry her ashes.
What are you doing?
I have nothing more to hide.
Can we go now? We're so close.
Atreus has absolutely no understanding of the moment his dad just had.
Carry her.
I hoped it was coming, but I didn't think it would affect me like this. That bag is so big on his tiny little hip. When did we put our gloves back on? I won't. I'm not gonna overanalyze. No, literally so funny. Nothing more to hide. Opening himself up to the sunlight and his kids just like, can we go? No concept of what's going through our head or how we're feeling. Honestly, really, really true to character for a child. They say really inopportune things. The worst of times.
Boy.
It's nothing. I just thought I'd hear voices by now.
We ever figured Sorry, we've got Soy Jack giant statues. Okay, I'm good. I'll be serious. I'll be serious. What are they all pointing at? Best use of Gigantifying emote I've ever seen.
What is this place?
They must have all come through here when they left Midgard. What was left of them.
But there are still giants,
Odin and
right?
Thor, ruining everything for everybody.
Yeah, they suck. I wasn't sure if he was gonna like write it down or something. The dream of Midgard. Midgard was a dream of what could be if we shared and collaborated. Jotnar, Aesir, Vanir, Elf, Dwarf, and mortals most of all. It was beautiful, but not everyone is capable of sharing. Some believe anything uncontrolled is savage and threatening, and so we were mocked and tricked and used and then slaughtered. Odin and his tribe were barred from our realm, but it was not enough. The wrath of Thor and his terrible hammer have thinned our number in Midgard to the brink of ruin. There is no option but to withdraw, while yet any live to do so. Odin and Thor would have killed all of the giants if they could, and they got away with everything. Oh, there's one behind me? I already touched this one. Oh!
Why carve
You're
all
awesome.
these faces?
What if this is all the giants that got out of Midgard alive? Not really many at all.
I mean, I hope there are more of them, right? Like, I sure would like if there were. Okay, this looks like another lore mural.
Huh. Who's the Guardian?
The Guardian returns. We foresee Midgard's fate, overrun a second hell. Neither Odin nor his dead may reach Jotunheim. The ways must be shut. The serpent and the Guardian remained. They alone shall keep our hope. So the snake must be Jormungandr. When doom befalls the indestructible, only then shall the Guardian return. Until then, we await a better world, one without fear, without greed, without war. We wait for deliverance and justice. We wait for a champion. We will wait for word that gods grow good. Hope that world gets here soon. I wonder if the giant or the Guardian is meant to be like the dead giant in the north, the one that Freya ended up commanding. When doom befalls the indestructible, only then shall the Guardian return. When doom befalls.
I should feel them, but I don't. This place is dead. What happened to them? Why'd Mom send us here?
One question is answered, and two more take its place.
I can't run here. That's very interesting. Oh, I have to go to my journal to read it. I can't just read it back at the wall. When doom befalls the indestructible. I feel like that's meant to talk to reference Baldur's death, because he was like impervious to damage, like feeling, sensation.
Wait! Father! Something's happening.
my axe?
It's your axe. It's Mother.
What?
Look. She's arguing with a bunch of giants. She knew giants? That's us.
Huh?
The first time we met the world serpent. But how? And our fight with Baldur. But that just happened. Wait.
Was this
everything that
was this a
meant to happen?
prophecy?
The dragon in the mountain, the stone mason, all these drawings. This is our story.
No. This is your story.
But what does it all mean?
That I was not the only parent with secrets.
What's going on? Who was our mom?
She was a giant.
What? Okay, but it makes...
I'm a giant. Why didn't she tell us?
She sent us here, knowing we would find this.
But why not just tell us the truth?
Your mother would have had good reasons. Baldur was never sent to find me. He was tracking her all along, not knowing she was only ashes.
If she had a plan for us, I trust it.
Do we know how she
Whatever
died?
it is. Besides, she hasn't been wrong yet. Come on. We're so close to the end now.
Wait, is there another one behind this curtain?
Yes. Yes, we are.
Was that me dead? With like some weird shit coming out of my son's mouth? Can I look at that again? Can I get like a can I get a convenient breeze? Okay. So this actually makes so much sense because now we know, like, that's why our axe is frosty, and that's why she wanted to be buried on the highest mountain, which is in Jotunheim, and that's why our son can speak a little bit of giant, and he learned it from her. She is Polaroid, like, I would love, right? Can I just get like, can I come a little close, and can there just be like a wafting? Just like a gentle gust, a flutter, if you will, of this concealatory curtain. It makes so much sense. And especially, like, our son had that line about, wasn't Kratos like, aren't giants big? And then our son was like, no, giants, there can be small giants too. And our wife was a small giant, but did he know that she was a giant, or was that part of the secrets she kept? Because the vibe, I assumed if she was, that maybe we would know, but we wouldn't have told him. But it seems like we are also caught somewhat off guard by this. Literally!
Look, it's Mother's. She was here. She saw every step we took before we took it. Like she was always with us.
She was?
Watching over us. Leading us home. Let's finish it.
Like, I've got such large muscles. Surely I'm capable of peeling back a tapestry. Oh, okay, that was my son. I thought it would be snowy, right? Because aren't they frost giants? Oh, that looks like a dead giant. Oh. Is that a lot of dead giants?
Father.
No. We do it together. Son. Goodbye, Faye.
I love you, Mom. The giants. They really are all gone. There's nothing for us here.
Come.
So, I get that Mother was a giant, which makes me part giant and part god.
Yeah, what's that about?
Right. I guess there's just one thing I don't understand. My name on the wall. The giants called me... Loki?
Loki.
You're fucking with me!
That's the name your mother wanted for you when you were born. She must have called you that to her people.
But why?
A question for another day. Let us go home.
We can actually touch him now. I remember all the moments at the game's start where we would like pull our hand away. We go back to the temple now? So, but what happened to the giants here? What killed them? Why did, just like old age? Did they not survive the trip? And who's the guardian? And his name is, he's Loki?
Guess it all makes sense now.
Does it?
Why she want to end up here? Be with her kind? But did she know it was going to be like this here? Is this what she wanted us to see? Did she want us to tell the people? Or keep it a secret?
Why are they rolling credits?
Do not know.
So what should we do?
I trust you to decide that.
Oh.
This can't be over. Can you walk in front of me? I really don't like hearing you just be like, like in the background. Can you, yeah, can you come up a little bit further, please?
So, why'd you want to name me Atreus? I know it can't be for a god.
Greek.
No. He was a soldier. A Spartan.
A great warrior?
All Spartans are great warriors. We trained from birth. Our lives were discipline, duty, battle, and death. Life was grim, and we greeted it grimly. But Atreus of Sparta was unlike the rest of us. He wore a smile even in the worst of times. He was happy. He inspired us to hope that though we were machines of war, yet there was humanity in us. Goodness. When the day came for him to lay down his life in battle, his sacrifice saved countless others and turned the tide in our favor. I carried him home on his shield and buried him with all the honors of Spartan custom. His memory was a comfort in dark times.
Wow, you actually told a good story.
Oh my god.
Mimir missed it.
I don't think we'll repeat it to Mimir. Also, oh my god, they were squad mates? Like... Do I just walk into the light? Yes. More so than most, I know what the ancient Greeks were up to. Yeah.
I understand if you want to go home, but I bet there are still some corrupted Valkyries out there that can be set free. Some other help people need. Maybe helping people was part of why Mom sent us out here, too. I mean, what would Atreus of Sparta do?
And what would Loki do?
Huh. That's a weird name. I'm glad we went with yours.
Yeah, what would Loki do? Probably not help people. Oh, okay, another cutscene. Where's Head? They put him on the ground?
Glad to see you. I believe I've reached my limit for dwarven charm.
What happened, Mimir?
They took an uncomfortable number of measurements and then proceeded to bicker about the weather.
Where do you want us to take you?
How about the warm confines of anywhere bloody else?
Where did they put him on the ground and they left? Oh! Explore with Atreus. Continue exploring. Complete dwarven favors, free dragons. Travel to Muspelheim and Niflheim. Find new items in the shop to get powerful equipment that will allow you to defeat all legendary corrupted Valkyries. Locations of all of them have been revealed on your map. That's really convenient. So there's 2. Oh, does it only show me the locations of the one that I've encountered? Must, because we've only got 2 on the map. So, oh no, there's 3. 1, 2, 3. But surely there's more than that. I feel like there's got to be like between 7 and 9. 1 out of 4. I guess maybe there are only 3 others here. I thought there were a lot more chairs at the council. Cause the Council of Valkyries. I swear it had at least 6 chairs in it, but I could be mistaken. New Game Plus allows you to start a new game while maintaining your equipment, XP, hack silver, and purchased items. New Game Plus can be accessed anytime from within the game's option. Okay, so I bet that's how we take the chains to the next level. Okay. Well, let's talk to Brock and Sindri. Because we got credits, but it doesn't feel done. Yeah. So... Can we... So no matter what, we can't go to Svartalfheim. Or Asgard or Vanaheim, I think. Yes, but everything else is on the table. Okay. Well, let's check in with Midgard. Yeah, let's talk to Brock and Sindri.
Before we return to Midgard, I should warn you. More time has passed than you likely realize. The snowfall that began when you slew Baldur, it's become something else. The stuff of omens.
What do you mean?
Omens for the coming of
What do you mean?
Not just any winter, but a great winter to span 3 summers. And when it's done, Ragnarok.
Ragnarok from snow.
Aye, snow. Lots more snow. And then the end of the bloody world. In that approximate order.
Another prophecy.
No, brother. Prophecy doesn't expect this for 100 more winters at least. You've changed something. Prophecy didn't count on you.
So, I thought that maybe the sequel was called Ragnarok as like a cheeky fun thing, not like an actual apocalypse thing. But isn't Ragnarok supposed to be fiery? Like, isn't Surtur supposed to be involved in this? But instead it's cold, it's snow. Let's see what people have to say about this. I hope the dwarves have something to say about this. Oh, Mimir has something to say about this.
I'm telling you, it's Fimbulwinter. I can feel it in my scrote.
In your scrote?
This is the big one.
Stop saying that. Oh, you're making me very nervous. It was bound to snow sooner or later.
That ain't just snow, and you know it. It's the end times.
How dare you make me the voice of reason?
Guys,
Just discussing the weather. Bit of a cold snap lately.
What he means is, Fimbulwinter's upon us, boys. The winter to end all winters. I can feel it in my...
Will you stop saying you can
Yeah.
feel things in your scrote?
we heard.
So, if you're heading home, try to keep moving. And also, to not die.
Or if you're not heading home, same advice.
So, I think the screen that we got
The work
said
is,
there was new stuff we could buy. Ooh. I have no money? Why don't I have any money? Okay, fine. We can craft a unity belt? It's not very high level though. So I think maybe we shan't. But I can upgrade things. We can upgrade Bracelet of the World Serpent, but not Brock's stuff. That's a shame. Yeah, I don't have any Asgardian steel, but I don't know how to get to Asgard.
sorry you wasted my time.
All right, sorry I had to hear you say the word scrote twice. What does it look like outside if it's all snowing? How long have we been gone? I don't know what people are so stressed out about. This is just a regular amount of snow. It feels like there's still something left to do. Besides, like, the Valkyries. Like, it feels like there's something more. But I don't think we have any goals at the moment. No, so our main objectives are complete. We've got Valkyrie, Muspelheim, and Niflheim. And then a handful of labors that I don't necessarily think I will do. Would you like a point? I think maybe I'd like a pointer. Yeah, is because we got the credits, and obviously, like, there's still some small tasks we can do, but it feels like there's plot tasks we can do. Home has a thing. He said to go home. I'd like to go home now. Yeah, I'd like to go home now. That feels right. I gotta remember how to get there. I think we can teleport. Yeah, I'm feeling story stuff. It feels like, I know the story is over, but it feels like there's more, so. I forgot where I lived. Home! If only I'd looked at the fucking list instead of the map. That would have been a lot easier. I have a feeling it was a great game. I think that the pacing could have been tighter. It felt very wandery in the middle. I think it probably could have been a little bit shorter and connected some of the narrative beats more snappily. But it was a good game. It was very good. It was gorgeous. The music was exceptional. The performances were wonderful. The story was emotional and poignant and rewarding. It was good. It was a great experience. Yeah. But I think some of the world zones could have been a little shorter.
Why do you have Bifrost crystals in your eyes?
A loving gift from the Giants. Since I used to do so much traveling between realms, they thought it would be more convenient for me than having a crystal I could lose.
Did it hurt?
No, because I wisely fortified myself with 16 cups of Billow Maiden's Ale. Got so inebriated, I tried convincing the Giants to put them in my nipples instead. Almost talked them into it too. Can you imagine? Mimir of the Bifrost teats.
I don't know, you're kind of spitting with that, actually.
Those were the days.
Ew.
Okay, I'll stop now.
Nipple piercings, I sleep. Nipple jewels, I am awake. Fumbled some stuff toward the end. Oh, I disagree. For me, I think the game's ending was exceptional. I think they nailed it. I think they stuck the landing fantastically. Whereas I think that, like,
we're finally home. Feels like a lifetime ago.
Bit drafty, maybe. It's a right improvement over having tree bark in your Tadger.
Do I want to know what Tadger means? I felt that, like, Alfheim and some parts of Hell, like, some of that got really meandery. I go in here.
Time to rest.
I'm gonna sleep through winter.
Oh my god. Oh, wait, can we actually, like, lay down? Well, yeah, can we, you know, Kratos, can we do something about this?
Aren't you tired?
Okay, this'll do.
Sleep.
Way ahead of you.
I was surprised we never, like, hallucinated Athena again.
What was that?
The ball.
Did we actually sleep for years? You're joking. Thunder? Oh, fuck! That's Odin!
Who are you?
But he's got a hammer. That's not right. But he had Odin's one glowy eye. But he had a hammer. But that's not right. No, because it's like that's Odin's whole thing. He's got one eye, right? And we saw the one glowy eye, which was like, oh, it's Odin. But then he's got the hammer, and I'm like, but that's Thor. Wow, that was sick. That was really sick. Okay. What a great game. The way that I felt waking up today, you know what? I honestly would also like to sleep for several years, so I can't even pass any judgment. Why do gods keep showing up to my house, making a scene, causing a ruckus? Like, does he know what happened to the last god that showed up at my house to make a scene and cause a ruckus? Can we stop coming to my house to make scenes? Cause ruckuses? Oh my god. That was sick. pretty good game. Yeah, that was a goddamn video game. Some potential home insurance benefits. I mean, Socrates, he was a piece of shit. Like, I don't know why you want people to be sad for him. Freya's really sad for him, in fact. Our son convinced us not to kill him. We were not happy to do it. I don't agree. I don't share that perspective. Freya's affection for Baldur would have led directly to her demise if we had not stepped in. She was being strangled to death. Is there a chorus credit for this particular track? Because I would love to know who the performers here are. Time to wrap it up. Wrap it up season. Fucking, it sounds like, what am I? Who am I? Am I fucking Bugs Bunny? I'm Elmer Fudd. I'd really like not to be Elmer Fudd. The composer is Bear McCreary, but who are the vocalists, right? Have they ever performed any of this live? Because I feel like that would be incredible. They have? Can someone post that on Discord for me? Because I would really like to see it. They played it live at the announcement trailer and live at the Game Awards in 2022. What an absolute musical triumph. Everything hit. Everything hit. I was like, why didn't I get me tea when I tried to drink it? The spout was closed. There's something so powerful about seeing a live performance. The only thing I ever knew about Bloodborne before we played Bloodborne, right? I had stumbled upon a live orchestral and choral performance of the Cleric Beast theme. And I was like, what the fuck is this? This is the cool. What movie is this from? It's a game. Oh, it's the game everyone's been telling me to play. All right, I guess I need a PlayStation. And that's part of what pushed us into the Bloodborne era. So, was her name actually Faye? I guess it must have been. And because in... I'm trying to think. I legitimately don't even know if I can say from a mythology perspective who Loki's parents are. I know in the Marvelverse, I'm pretty sure he's half Jotun in all interpretations. Okay, I'm about to say something really embarrassing. I've talked a lot about how I pronounce words differently based on whether it's a word I've only ever read or a word I've actually heard pronounced out loud. And this is a word I have only ever read because I didn't actually see any of... I'm not a superhero movie person. I never saw the Thor films. Is it pronounced Laufey or Laufey? Which one is it? Because I've always said Laufey. And now I'm like, huh, interesting. Wait a minute. What if that's not correct? What if that's not how it's said? Like how I say it like it's Kratos instead of Kratos. Because if it's Fee, then it's like, okay, whatever. If it's Faye, then it's like, you've got to be shitting me. It is Fee. Okay, none of you are helping. Now you're all having fun with it. None of this is helpful. All right, worst community ever. Actually, hate all of you. Oy vey. Yeah, it's secretly pronounced oy vey. Yeah, you know, Luffy, the main character from One Piece. So, if Ragnarok is happening, can we stop it? Because doesn't Ragnarok mean something bad happens to my snake friend? I can't stand for that. That's a tragedy I simply won't abide. It Leve? No way. It's Luffy. I didn't mean to touch that. Hopefully if I go back, the credits will just keep rolling. It's spelled like this. Can I just go back? Please tell me I can just go back. Yeah, okay. I have to like push the escape button and then tab out of the game if I want to say something. Leve. Okay, never mind then. So my theory was out straight away. I was like, because if it were pronounced La Fey, I would have put that on my list of evidence supporting the interpretation that ultimately turned out to be correct anyway. But in a way, I'm glad, if it's pronounced Faye, I'm glad I didn't know, because I thought the payoff was really sick. Yeah, I thought that was really rewarding. Lao Fei, but I've always said Luffy. Unbelievable. I've always said Luffy. That's so funny. With English or Norse. Either way, I'm actually glad I didn't know because I thought the payoff was really rich. Just like for the payoff that we got yesterday in Shadowbringers. I'm glad I had, yeah, there were some things. I'm glad I had not done Crystal Tower in a long time, so. Reference video music. Oh, for the live performance? I would love that. Thank you so much. Somebody's texting me. I don't need, I have no, I'm getting so many political texts and it's like, y'all already know how I'm gonna vote. Stop blowing my phone up. I know you all know. Stop texting me. It's just annoying. You're not recruiting anybody to your cause. Stop it. You know. Live, there was, her tiny desk. Her tiny desk? What? Huh? Tiny Desk concert? I have no idea what you're talking about. I thought you were just like talking about a character's tiny desk, and I was like, huh? Huh? So there was a live performance of Soulsborne music in Paris, and then again in London, and I wanted to go to the London one, but it didn't work out. Having a debilitating fear of aviation will do that to a person. Maybe if they do it again, or maybe not, because they'd play a track from the DLC and I'd start gnashing my teeth and foaming at the mouth, barking like a wild animal. Security would have to come escort me off the premises. So maybe it's best if I don't dabble. No, I'm talking about the character. Is there not a famous Jotun called Luffy? Is he not the leader of the Jotun in Norse mythology? What the fuck do you think I'm talking about? Oh my god, Kuba Nobuo Uematsu concert would go so fucking hard. That would be incredible. I'm so sad you can't go. Oh, that would be so amazing. I haven't been to a concert in ages. Surely the I need to go to a concert soon. It's been too long. Yeah. I miss live performances. I'm just thinking about music now. It was not Yuri on. It was Yuri on Ice and then Mika. Yeah, I think those are the last concerts I went to. So. Also, hang on, let me check something really quickly. No, I'll wait for this to finish. And then when the credits are over, we'll take a break. And then I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna check on Mochi, who's been asleep in his box. Toothless cat. He lost some teeth this week. And see how we feel, because it's only 2:30. So we could call it here, or like we could make some mischief and maybe kill a couple of Valkyries. Like, how hard could it be? I don't know. We're level 7 now. Probably really hard, but like, I don't know. We'll just see. We'll see. Yeah. So we'll wait for the credits to finish, and then we'll chat and convene and see how we feel. Can't stand going to concerts. I enjoy performing or being front of house, being the on. Interesting. I don't. How do I want to say it? I don't usually feel the need to see music perform, just because there's not usually bands I like that much to go through the hassle of like buying the ticket, securing travel. It's usually like, it can be quite an affair, right? So when I do see concerts, it's usually like kind of a big deal for me. I also don't like going by myself. But I should see if there are any performances coming up that could be fun. The parking? Oh my god, it's a $40 Uber one way downtown. One way! Japanese Breakfast was in my area a couple of years ago, and I really wish I had seen her perform, but I think she was sold out. Hades Town! Hades Town's pretty good. I've seen it. I did it. I know some friends who are really passionate about it, and although I am not passionate about Hades Town, it was still fun. It was great. Yeah. I don't know who's currently touring for Hades Town, but the cast that I saw, my Orpheus, my Hades, and my Hermes were in fucking incredible. Goosebumps. Amazing. Amazingly talented vocalists. European mind cannot number. God, I'd love to see Japanese Breakfast. She's an artist I really like. So like, she'd be worth it. She'd be worth like fucking getting scalped out my ass on Ticketmaster, whatever, going through the whole fucking thing, right? I'd really love to listen to this soundtrack all the way through, actually. There weren't as many voice roles as I would have expected. I mean, I knew it was a relatively condensed cast. But to see the main characters just spelled out like that, I feel like it would be so fun to do mocap for a game. I feel like that would be such an incredible experience. And of course, that's why the animation of this game is so good. Yeah, so fluid. I'm gonna sneeze, hang on. Ah, there we go! Schola Cantorum Choir. The Schola Cantorum Choir. I wondered, I was like, there's gotta be a choir credit. A 60 voice chorus in Silicon Valley? Nah, there might be more than one. Looks like there might be one. Yeah, there's multiple by that name, so I'd have to look up which one is the right one. Now that I've seen the game in full, I can see where they were a little unsettled with their footing, but they were confident. What do you think? So what do you think that they like experimented with? I thought the difficulty ramp from introduction to Alfheim was brutal, quite honestly. Maybe that wouldn't have been so challenging if I hadn't been coming off a Soulsborne kick and basically needing to relearn a completely different combat system, but that was really challenging for me. And also I thought some of the puzzles were like legitimately hard. I wish there had been like more narrative beats throughout. It felt like a lot of time, especially in the middle of the game, was like wandering through mandatory worlds, but I wanted to see more stuff interspersed. Yeah. Handled some of it gracefully. Some levels were clearly too young. Yeah, I think it could have been tighter. Yes, I think that would be like my only criticism. I think some of the gameplay sections could have been shorter to get us more narrative beats, or I think there could have been more narrative beats like split up or scattered throughout. But overall, like especially as it like approached a conclusion, very powerful storytelling. And I do like the way that the world evolved, you know, the falling of the water level and being able to revisit areas for different rewards as we acquired other skills. Yeah, it was pretty sick when we got the chains, actually. I'm curious to know. Because I'd like to play Ragnarok. I don't know if we're going to play Ragnarok next, right? But I'm curious to speculate as to the nature of a Kratos in Ragnarok, right? Because we've seen in this game he's gone through so much growth. I want to see that carry over. So that would be interesting. And I'd love to see how Atreus continues to grow. Open world RPG aspect was comparatively weak. Could have been more linear. I think so. Yeah. The blades were really sick. I'm glad that while I appreciate that the final fight for had us use everything in our arsenal, right, to demonstrate mastery over the things that we'd learned and acquired along the way. There's a world where I think the final fight should have been tackled only with the axe, just from the narrative of putting down, like quite literally putting down the weapons and shackles of our past. But it still hit. It still worked, and I thought it was great. So what is the John Wick moment? Sorry. John Wick has so many moments, you see. Scola Cantorum, choir contract. I bet if I Google Thelma Hrone Sigmundsdóttir, I would get the right choir. Oh, nope. Nope. I don't know. Yeah, nope. I don't know what I thought I would get, but I got some weird results, so we're just gonna close that. He has to smell. Oh, shit! Oh, shit! I totally forgot about that. All of the John Wick moments I can think of are like him doing cool shit with guns. So I'm like, yeah, we did get that with the chains, right? I liked using them, but I liked the axe, especially knowing that it was made for our wife, and then it's interesting. I'm trying to like pick up beats or hints for where Ragnarok can go, because either we are stopping Ragnarok or we are weathering it. And it's like, okay, if it is an apocalypse, is it limited to like Norse society? Like Greece is kind of like question mark at the moment, right? But like, is Ragnarok limited to like a Norse pantheon cataclysm? Would it be the world at large? If it is limited to Norse society, do we leave? Like Mimir has hinted that he was originally from somewhere else, like, and we are clearly from somewhere else, and we just kind of ended up here. Like, do we leave and go somewhere else? How do we stop the next god? Like, how do we make the next gods leave us alone? Right? It's very interesting. So I would be intrigued to see where it goes. They are really fucking long. Like, can we fast forward this? Can we speed this up? I thought about 4 minutes ago, I was like, oh, we got voice credits. We're almost done. I'm hitting microphones. But it doesn't really feel like that's happening. You can usually see. It feels rude to skip them because I do actually want to, like, see the people that... Credits so long, the controller shuts off. Okay. But now what?
Atreus, are you ready?
Yeah, but I had the weirdest dream. Fimbulwinter was ending, and Thor came for us. Here at the house.
It was only a
Thor!
dream.
But it felt different. It felt real.
Felt like a prophecy?
It felt like
a vision?
The future.
Then we will worry about it tomorrow. Today, there are still things we can do. Come.
Okay. There wasn't like anything after the credits I should have been able to watch, right? Like I didn't skip anything cool. Or, like, the controller rudely disconnecting. Man, I kind of thought Thor would be out there. Okay. Okay. And here's what we're gonna do. I streamed through my break again. So I'm gonna take a break and I'm gonna put some music on. I'm gonna check on Mochi. And we'll see how we feel when we come back. I'll pull chat to see how we feel. Whether we do some optional stuff or whether we just call it here. But first, let me check on Moch. So I'll be back. I'll probably take a little bit longer than one song. Maybe like 2 songs. Yeah. And we'll see. I need to check on him in his box. Yeah, my poor toothless cat. Okay, we'll be back. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. I got up, I was moving around, and I know what I hoped I would decide. Hang on, my monitor is not even and it's driving me crazy. Okay, I know what I hoped I would decide, but in knowing what I hoped I would decide, that told me what I secretly wanted, and I think we should call it here. I could do Valkyrie stuff for an hour or an hour and a half. I kind of want to sit with what the game has given me. Yeah. I don't want to dilute it or pad it out just for the sake of like content or adhering to like a stream timetable. I want to sit and I want to think. Yeah, I want to savor. I'm in a savoring mood. And I will announce tomorrow what the plan is. There's a good chance I'll take tomorrow off, depending on how I feel. We're ending early enough that I might actually be able to pick a game today and get that ready before I have to leave. Cause like I said, I'm working every day for 2 weeks off site, so I'm only at home to stream, which creates some complications and some unique challenges. So we're gonna call it here, and I'm gonna think about the game, and I'm gonna sit with Mochi for a little while. Yeah. Yeah. So that's what we will do, and I'll announce on Discord. Hi, Raining. We're just getting ready to wrap up what the plan is for tomorrow, and I will probably announce that tomorrow. I will. Yeah, I haven't given him his pain medicine yet, so I should do that. He's looking kind of wiggly, so I think maybe he needs it. But thank you everyone for joining me on such an incredible adventure. With a special gratitude extended to people who encouraged me to play this game when I was uncertain. I thought it was a very rewarding experience, and I quite liked it. Yeah, I had a really wonderful time. It was significantly more impactful than I expected it to be. So, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the community. We're just getting ready to wrap up, but thank you. Yeah, it was a very emotional journey, and I thought that it tackled its themes skillfully and adeptly, with a depth that I would not have expected, given my limited knowledge of the original series. So thank you, everyone, for joining me. For Dad of Boy, the boy has been dadded and will continue to be dadded in the future, I feel. I will see you on Discord. And no movie night tonight, to my knowledge. If Darius is hosting one, I don't know about it, so I don't think there's movie night. And I will let you all know what the plan is for tomorrow. Okay. Popped in right as you rolled credits. Your American Winter Thank you. Yes. Newly inducted. Thank you so much for popping in to say hi. I feel badly that it's just as we're wrapping things up, but thank you. Yeah, welcome in. I'm gonna go hang out with Mochi and think about the game. I'd really like to play Ragnarok, actually. We'll see what comes next. I'll figure that out. Okay, have a wonderful rest of your day, everybody. This is where we will wrap things up. And I will see you on Discord and potentially tomorrow with a new game. Potentially tomorrow with God of War shenanigans. Or potentially not tomorrow. Okay. Bye, everybody.